You're watching a video review by the TransformersMatrix.com crew.
Hey guys, Optibotimus back with another Transformers video review. Oh no. Where's, oh. Here it is. This is what I'm doing my review on. This guy, well, not really this guy, but who this guy belongs to. That is me, Grimlock. Blah blah blah. That's right, Transformers animated Voyager class Grimlock. Now this is going to be the fourth take of this video, I think, so hopefully I'll remember everything that I said. But as you can see, Grimlock is a model of a T-Rex, Tyrannosaurus Rex, and he is accurate to the way science portrays him now. If you guys recall the original G1, he was kind of shaped like, positioned like this. Kind of. That's how they thought he used to look, T-Rex looked. Now they more or less believe that T-Rex was like this. A very efficient leg, mouth type of a monster, essentially. And as you can see, they portray him having a very sharp, very strong mouth. Rah, rah, rah. The animated Grimlock comes to us in a unique way as opposed to the original G1 Grimlock and Dinobots. The Dinobots are created in Generation 1 by Ratchet and Wheeljack, and it's a little bit different in the incarnation of animated that we see. The Dinobots are created by Professor Sundak and Megatron to kind of make the dinosaurs at an amusement park a little bit more entertaining, I suppose you would say. The problem is, because Megatron gets involved in it, he thinks of a way to help create his body to be able to come back to life. So he puts minor tweaks in the Dinobots and such. Now, the Dinobots then go pretty much on a rampage, and Sorry helps Bumblebee and Ratchet amp up their weaponry. And when that happens, their entire skin gets just melted and pulled away. And we're left with the endoskeleton that we see here of all the Dinobots, of Grimlock here, Snarl, and Swoop. Grimlock kind of gets an interesting way. His name is kind of very interesting because Megatron sits there and talks about how his future is grim, locked in this horrible form. And this guy heard Grimlock, and so he decided to start calling himself me Grimlock. And it was pretty interesting how that actually came to be. I thought that was an interesting play on the wording in it. To my knowledge right now, there are two. This will be the third video review for Grimlock, animated Grimlock. One of the guys mentioned that these are kind of small. He's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. They're supposed to be small. Pay attention. Anyhow, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. Now, overall, so that's how we, get to the new incarnation of the Dinobots. Now, in terms of a figure, he's really, really cool. This is my favorite. This is my first Grimlock that I've ever owned. I can't really say that. I owned a Generation 2 Grimlock, one of the blue ones. But he has since vanished somewhere in my mom's garage, and I can't find him. He went the way of Rail Racer and Midnight Express and all those train combiners that I used to have from RID. But regardless, this guy blows him away. As you can see, he's got this silverish color, silverish gray kind of color, some gold and some maroon in here. really G1-esque in terms of his transformation. If you guys remember, I mean, almost every way, the exact way he transforms is almost exactly how he transforms in G1. I do know that. He's got a good bit of light piping here in the side that you can kind of see right there. See when you carry it. Oh, he's blinking at you. Hello. Blink. Blink. So good light piping in there. Obviously, he has his gimmick of his mouth chomp. If these really are an indication of the way the Dinobots are going to look in the with Snarl and Swoop, I'm excited, and I'm going to have a field day with these guys. One bit of thing, the tail, because the way it's designed, allows for some flexibility in it. You don't really need it to bend here, and I'll show you that in the transformation. You don't really need it to bend there, except to do this, to be able to play with the tail a little bit. But there's Grimlock in all of his glory. Really nice figure. The only problem that I have in this alternate mode is, you see on the bottom here, it's completely open. If you have the legs back, you put the legs kind of back, you can see how there's spacing here, and that's kind of annoying. Also, when you look underneath here, you will see that's Grimlock's head. It's not backwards or anything. You can't turn it backwards. But Grimlock's head fully is exposed. I don't know if I can get the camera in there good enough to see. There, you can see his head. That jagged piece right down there, that's his mouth. So, not really cool how that is. It's completely open, and it's very loose, especially like right up in here. There's no piece that brings this together. If there was a flap that closed that, that would be a whole lot better. But there isn't. And because of that, it really kind of keeps things very unstable in here. I mean, this part comes loose very easily. So that's one problem. But if you keep the legs positioned how I had them earlier, if you keep the thigh kind of raised like this and the leg back, you do that on both sides here, it kind of hides the side paneling. So it makes it a little more tolerable, obviously. And I like it like that, so I'm going to keep it like that. But, okay guys, so this was the first part animated review of Grimlock, and it looks crooked. Why are you crooked, Grimlock? What's the matter with you? Oh well. There, a little bit better. In part 2, I'm going to show you guys how to transform him into his robot mode, so stay tuned for that. And I'm about to sneeze, so this is optibotimus saying stay tuned for part 2. Sorry.